Wait. Says seed 421 instead of 420 seed. Oh. My lung is gonna collapse. Holy fuck. What in the fuck was that? Oh, fuck. Can't breathe.
Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you all are healthy. By the way, last night, I read a pretty interesting article for us to discuss today. This article entitled, "A New Technology Will Dangerously Expand Government Spying on Citizens," was written by Jack Ramsas on his website, counterpunch.org. Jack Rasmus is author of the book, entitled The Scourge of Neoliberalism, U.S. Economic Policy from Reagan to Trump, Clarity Press, January 2020. He blogs at jackrasmus.com and hosts the weekly radio show, Alternative Visions on the Progressive Radio Network, on Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. His Twitter handle is @drjackrasmus. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
If you're worried about the capability of government to conduct surveillance of citizens engaged in political assembly and protest, or even just personal activity, then you should be aware the technological capability of government surveillance is about to expand exponentially. The U.S. Air Force's research lab, yes, it has its own lab, has recently signed a contract to test new software of a company called SignalFrame, a Washington, D.C. wireless tech company. The company's new software is able to access smartphones, and from your phone, jump off to access any other wireless or Bluetooth device in the near vicinity. To quote from the article today in the Wall Street Journal, the smartphone is used as a window onto usage of hundreds of millions of computers, routers, fitness trackers, modern automobiles, and other network devices, known collectively as the Internet of Things. Your smartphone in effect becomes a government listening device that detects and accesses all nearby wireless or Bluetooth devices, or anything that has a MAC address for that matter. How near is nearby is not revealed by the company or the Air Force, both
It's
of which
already happening
on the Wall Street Journal story. But with the expansion of 5G wireless, it should be assumed it's more than just a couple steps from your smartphone.
It's already happening!
Before I continue the video, please give a like if you've learned something. And don't forget to subscribe, and also, click the notification bell too, so you won't miss any update. And watch to the end to avoid misunderstanding. Thank you. One can imagine some scary scenarios with this capability in the hands of government snoops. Not only would the government know your geographical location via the GPS signal to your cell phone, they'd know what you are doing. Gathering would allow them to see all the owners of other cell phones in the vicinity of the protest or demonstration.
Oh, move over!
How many are gathering at a particular street or location, the direction they might be heading, or whether there's an organization meeting in a hall room and who, with a cell phone as well, might be attending. If you're driving on a winding coastal or mountain road, it would know and could possibly access your car's various electronic systems to turn them off. It might access your car's circuit board that governs your power steering when you're driving in an area of winding roads, or it might be able to just shut down your car's electrical system and remotely lock all your doors. The police no longer have to engage in highway chases until capture. The new tech would allow the government to access the data on your Fitbit device while you're jogging. Or worse, maybe even interfere with the signal on your heart pacemaker device. The Technology might be used to access your smartphone, and from there, to turn on your home Alexa device, to listen in and record conversations without you ever knowing, or to listen in on your Zoom conferencing on your laptop, or maybe even worse, to shut down or bypass the safety features on your home furnace equipment, or turn off your home security system. And with 5G wireless broadband, the tracking might be extended well beyond the range of a Bluetooth device. Add 5G broadband wireless to Signal Frame's technology, and then wed that to the capability of machine learning and artificial intelligence, and you get instant processing of a massive amount of data on any targeted person or gathering. This problem of government surveillance on free citizen activity is not new. It took a giant leap after 9/11 with the Patriot Act and acquisition of phone data by Homeland Security and other government agencies. It was supposed to have stopped, but it hasn't. The snoops have continued to ignore congressional resolutions and court decisions on privacy invasion of citizens. The latest Air Force lab testing is likely just a recent tip of the iceberg revelation. And if the Air Force is doing it, be assured so are the Army, Navy, the NSA, CIA, FBI, and all the other government snoops. Certainly this kind of technology would be used not only by the US government. If the USA has it, you can bet other governments do too, especially China, Russia, Israel, and probably some of the Europeans as well. Unlike in 2001, in 2020 Signal Frame's technology takes government surveillance to a new level, given the ubiquity of smartphones, Internet of Things, or IoT devices, digital circuit board dependent autos, and all the many household devices now with MAC wireless access addresses. And now, unlike circa 2001 and the passage of the Patriot Act and its continuation in annual NDAA legislation, we have AI, machine learning, neural nets everywhere, and massive government data processing power. In short, technology is becoming a growing tool and power in the hands of governments to use to thwart democratic and constitutional rights, as well as to detect, apprehend, and deal with those who protest and oppose those governments. The coming decade in the USA will be not only increasingly difficult economically, increasingly unstable politically, but will prove to be a period in which technology is increasingly threatening basic civil rights, as well as the very foundations of democracy itself. Comment below with more topic ideas for me to discuss. As a lot of care and hard work goes into this, likes and subscribe, let me know I'm doing a good job. Always appreciated greatly. You may not agree with everything from the content I post. Apply critical thinking and use discernment to come to your own conclusions regarding the content. Thank you. Uncovering the all-seeing eye symbol is crucial, because this is something that is probably thrown at you everywhere, portrayed by the mass media, and while many of us recognize it, how many can really say they fully understand what it is? It's on the back of our dollar bill. We see entertainers and pop stars constantly displaying it, but yet again, where does it come from, and what does it mean? Repeated occurrence of this sign simply cannot be the result of coincidence. Remember that the purpose of all satanic churches, occult groups, secret societies, and religious cults is to blind you from the gospel, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. In a disturbing paradox, occult groups offer their members enlightenment, but in reality, the Bible says they are blinding men from the saving truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. To properly understand the all-seeing eye, you need to consider that there are various aspects of the all-seeing eye, which are a fundamental meaning, a practical meaning, a prophetic meaning, a historical meaning, and a mystic meaning. The fundamental meaning indicates that the eye symbolizes Lucifer in Isaiah 14, verse 12, in Hebrew, halo, meaning the morning star, in a sense of brightness. Satan is the god of this evil world, according to the scriptures. The practical meaning goes back to the Garden of Eden in Genesis 3, verse 5, when the serpent deceived Eve, promising that she and Adam would become as gods for disobeying the Most High. When they ate the forbidden fruit, the eye of their understanding was opened concerning good and evil. They became as gods in the sense of now, being able to make their own decisions concerning good and evil. What the serpent didn't tell Eve was that there are severe consequences for choosing evil. The prophetic meaning comes from Zechariah 11, verse 17, which foretells that the coming Antichrist's right eye will be utterly darkened or blind from a physical injury. The historical meaning originates in ancient Egypt, based upon the pineal gland which the Egyptians dissected from the human brain and considered the third eye of enlightened human understanding. Today's Masonic occult symbols all relate back historically to ancient Egypt and Babylon. Modern occult symbols have their origin in the ancient pagan religions. The mystic meaning is that the third eye is the ability to see what might be. In other words, the third eye is one's ability to see potential, such as a new world order. Hinduism, Kabbalah, Freemasonry, Judaism, Mormonism, Buddhism, and Eastern occult religions worship the all-seeing eye. Daniel 11, verse 38, teaches that the Antichrist will worship the god of forces. This is the New Age religion of mysticism. The Bible says that by peace, the Antichrist will destroy many. All of these 5 aspects are encompassed within the esoteric symbol of the all-seeing eye, which primarily represents the angel of light. Also remember that the moon always represents Lucifer, who can only reflect Christ's spiritual light to masquerade and deceive others. Before I continue the video, please smash that like button for me. Thank you. What is the hidden hand of the men of Jabulon in Freemasonry? How to correctly perform this mysterious sign? And what exactly the triple tie symbol represents? The average Mason and member of other secret orders knows little of the signs and symbols of his own order, let alone that of others. It is very important to understand that almost all the symbols and signs of the elite are very ancient in origin, having deep mystery religion connection. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Cana. And the